Welcome back into Lou Carnesecca Arena, St. John's University, home to our Class B Boys Championship bout. Fannie Lou Hammer, the Panthers, taking on the BCAM High School Lions. Gavin Schall alongside Larry Caritney here to bring it to you on the NFHS Network. And Larry, this promises to be a good one. Fannie Lou, the defending champions, BCAM the Cinderella, that fought their way through the postseason to get back to this title game. Getting ready to go on the NFHS Network. Fannie Lou, a program that for so many years wasn't exceptionally good, reaching new heights of late. A championship last year led by Charles Davis and a lot of this same core, and they have the basketball to start off the game in the comfortable hands of Tyree Morris. Now it's Mahan, top of the key. They like to run sets on the opening plays of games. Frankie Williams going to work. A lot of ball movement for this team. Corner Pop Williams, not the start he wanted, rebounded by Richardson. BCAM not hesitant to push. They had to pull a lot of upsets to get into this title game, including knocking off top-seeded Maspeth in the Elite Eight. Watson setting up his teammate who lost control of the basketball. It was Marcellin as they reset. Williams waiting for a screen, instead swinging it to Morris. Attack by Charles Davis, kick in, Mahan fouled. Nope, travel. Mahan took too many steps. And Larry, we've been lucky enough to call a couple of title games over the last few weeks, and a big theme we've seen is nervousness in the opening minute or two. Even for Fannie Lou, a team that's been here before, you got to kind of work those out.
Get the jitterbugs out of the way and hope down the stretch it doesn't kill you.
Marcellin working right side. Gadsden over to Watson. Watson averaging nearly a triple-double on the year. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. And he sets it up for Marcellin, who's a good three-point shooter. Not that time, though. Williams in transition through the whole defense. Couldn't put it home. Nearly getting his own rebound. Now he has it. Knocked away by Watson. Battle for the loose ball. Mahan comes up with it for a second. And it's ultimately won by Marcellin. Contentious start on both ends. No points, though, through the first 2 minutes. Watson waiting for a pick. Has his man Richardson on the roll.
Looks like the ball is going to stay with BCAM.
And the biggest question for BCAM is no Alan De La Cruz in the early going. If he's injured, we're not aware of it. Marcellin traveling on the way to his basket, continuing with the early theme.
Still nobody on the scoreboard yet. About a minute, 2 minutes and 20 seconds in.
Fannie Lou from the Bronx, BCAM from Brooklyn, a borough rivalry, and that streak is broken. Charles Davis, the senior, trying to collect back-to-back titles, opening the scoring. 17 points, 7 rebounds a night for him. Watson, he's trying to answer. Pull up from about 10, blocked away. Nice defense that time by Anthony Rose. Baseline take, no finish for Tyree Morris.
Had a good drive to the baseline, but couldn't put it home.
Watson trying to gauge how best to attack this zone.
BCAM continuing to spread the ball around. Got 7 on the
Watson
shot.
on the drive through the double team. Athletic take. Nothing around the bucket, though. Again, Fannie Lou, head coach Mark Schall-TV, specializes in stopping dominant guards. And he'll build an entire defense around stopping one or two guys if he thinks it could force tertiary players to have to beat him. Frankie Williams passes up on the corner. Pop instead from 10 misses. Athletic rebounds. Charles Davis skying for it up over the triple team. Wasn't meant to be.
Davis went up but couldn't put it home.
Watson draws a crowd before resetting to Gadsden.
Both teams coming out in the zone.
Watson left side. He's forced things in the early going to no avail so far. 0 of 3 for him. Still no points on the board yet for BCAM, more than halfway through quarter number 1.
And today's officials are William Modeste, Ronald Phillips, Darryl Perry, and Terrell Durant.
Alan De La Cruz and Mark.
As we get a couple substitutions, Alan De La Cruz coming off the bench, the senior of 21 points and 12 rebounds a game to his name. Mark Cotty checking in as well. Deflected out of bounds by Zykeem Clayton Ellis. Mark Cotty wearing number 5 instead of his usual number 3. Quarter pop, Morris going back the other way with it is Gadsden. Had numbers for a second, instead decides to pull it off, bounced it off his ankle.
So you can see that there's a bit of an offensive struggle. Obviously only 2 points, 4.5 minutes into the game. Both teams trying to still continue to settle in. Defensively, not too bad by both teams, but again, offensively is where they're struggling.
Skeleton, a fascinating figure to watch coach. He gets on his team. You saw him yelling at Tyree Morris that time, but it comes from a place of mutual respect, and players take it that way. Traveling violation, the second one of the game against Tariq Mahan. Will give the ball right back to the Lions.
Little hop set didn't help that time, the turnover.
Jaquan Mack checking in and getting his first action for the Lions. Excuse me, no, for the Panthers. Mack, 9 points, 3 assists, so the super subs in on both sides. The most fascinating one, De La Cruz, perhaps the best bench player when he's used in that capacity in New York City. Nearly had it stolen away, now does. Frankie Williams, oh, he couldn't handle it.
Nice try, though, by Williams, but to no avail.
BCAM, really a spirited season for them, and one in which they had to overcome a lot of tough circumstances. The school was rumored to be shut down for much of the year, just announced recently that they'd be coming back for another year, as De La Cruz can't get the miracle bounce. But that does weigh on a team. It does weigh on players when these are your teammates, these are the guys you love, these are your best friends in the world, and you don't know if you're going to get to play together after this season. So they've kind of dedicated this season to that cause, and it's gotten them through a lot of tough games this postseason.
And got them to this championship game here as well.
And now they finally get on the board. Mark Cody. A nice take and finish. Williams dancing through traffic, and it ends in a setup for Davis, who gets his own miss and puts it in.
Charles Davis.
It's been low scoring, but it's not due to lack of competitiveness on either end. These two teams playing extremely hard.
Very fast paced as well. Just everyone trying to establish themselves.
Walters from Jimmer range, he connects. Change his name. Justin Walters, nice hit. Fast break opportunity the other way. They don't get back. Charles Davis ends the life.
So we wanted some life in this game, and we got it with that ferocious dunk.
Take him away on a murder charge. Charles Davis rocking the rim.
So the crowd was in a bit of a low, and Charles Davis said, "Wake up, everybody, take a look at what I got."
Are you kidding me?
And that woke everybody up, especially up here from our broadcast position.
It woke me up. Charles Davis, what a flush.
And Davis has all 7 points for Fannie Lou right now.
And Davis, it was interesting in that New York Times profile, he was only a freshman, and now he's the best player on this team. The answer on the other end, Alan De La Cruz, the athletic finish. Saying to Charles Davis, anything you can do, well, maybe not as well, but competitively. Williams, is hammer swings it around. On the way down. And a substitution on the B-Cam side of things. Cody taking a seat. And in his place, Josh Jefferson, the senior guard. 11 points a night to his name, getting some action inside to Davis. Hangs. Oh, that ball lasted on the rim forever. Three-pointer, Emmanuel. He'll call it a pass. Won't get the assist, though. No finish that time by Clayton Ellis. And an opportunity for Fannie Lou to get back up ahead. Davis, reverse, and one! It's Charles Davis's world, and we're just living in it. All 9 points for Fannie Lou in this first quarter.
Davis has been a beast this entire quarter for Fannie Lou, and he's pretty much led the charge.
And if you told Mark Skeleton that he would only get one guy scoring the first quarter, I'm sure he would take a 2, potentially 3-point lead pending this free throw. Davis 50-50 from the line, but he's been automatic so far this game. And 45 seconds left in the quarter. I feel like we've gotten a full game worth of excitement just out of that dunk. Watson, tough pull-up, hit on the arm. And finally Watson, who's been cold and looked to continue it there this whole outing, has an opportunity to get in rhythm and get on the board.
Marcus Watson looking to put the charge 0 for 3 from the field, but gets 2 free throws right here.
Larry, what does it do for a star when they get an opportunity to see the ball go in the basket from the charity stripe?
Well, they need to get to the line also, too. If they're not making the baskets, well, speak too soon right there, as Watson does miss the free throw. But they need to continue to keep breaking the defense down. Then Fannie Lou's in a 2-3 zone. Just keep pushing the ball around, wear him down a little bit.
Watson 0 of 2, a tough start for him in this title bout. The senior trying to go outright. Fortunately, his team's still well in it.
Fannie Lou can hold for one shot here as the shot clock's been turned off.
Frankie Williams, the junior, smart enough to realize that. Again, this isn't your typical Fannie Lou team. They're dominant most years. This time around, struggling to get to this point, but they made it to the championship all the same. They might as well win it. Williams, 2-1, puts it in. And that's the end of the first quarter. Fannie Lou, it took 9 minutes and 58 seconds, but they finally get a bucket from someone not named Charles Davis. Everyone will remember his, though, the ferocious dunk, setting the tone early for Fannie Lou. Brooklyn Community, 3 quarters to respond. We'll be back on the NFHS Network to see if they can do it.